Welcome, here I've got CAT S62 Pro and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it, and for now we are in the standard photo mode. Let's see what we've got here. Let me start by tapping on the screen anywhere like that. As you can see, we have access to this ring. This is the focusing. We can focus anywhere we need at the picture, and this is connected with this small sun icon from the right. When we tap on it a little bit longer, we get access to some extra slider, and this is the exposure compensation slider, so we can manage here the light of the picture. As you can see, by going up we can make our photo much brighter, and by going down we can make it more dark. So this is how it works here. Now let me show you how to use zoom. We can do it by using two fingers like that and get closer to the subject and also go back. Now let's have a look at these buttons here. We can change here the modes of this camera. As you can see, the portrait mode, standard photo mode and the video mode. So let's stay on the photo mode and let's move to this settings bar here. Let's go from the right corner. The first one button here allow us to add some filter to our picture, so we can make our photo just more beautiful before we take it. As you can see, this is how to change this, and we can pick from a few filters like that. So for now let's stay on the original one and let's move to the next one button. Here we have the HDR option. Now we are on the auto HDR, so the camera recognizes when it's possible to have this. We can turn it on every time we take a picture, and also here we can turn it off. I suggest you to keep this on auto because the HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our photo, and it really helps to make our photos just more beautiful and lightful. This is especially useful when we take a landscape. For now let's move to this button at the center. By tapping on this we get access to the flash. We can turn it off from the right. Here we can turn it on every time we take a picture, and here we can turn it on the auto, so the camera recognizes when it's needed, when it's too dark. And here we have also from the left have access to the torch, so we have the fill light. Now let me turn this off and let's move to this button. Here by tapping on this we get access to the camera timer, so we can adjust the delay of taking picture. We can pick from 3 or 10 seconds of delay. So let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works. And as you can see, now when we take a photo we have the countdown and the picture was taken with 3 seconds of delay. For now let me keep this turned off and let's move to this button in the left corner. When we pick this we can open the advanced camera settings. As you can see, this is how they look like. Let me show you a few of them. Let's start from use location. By using this button we can easily turn it off and turn it on, and this option allows us to save the information about the place where we take a picture in the details about it. So I think this is really useful. Here also the important information is that to make it work correctly, when we want to save the actual location of our photo, we have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and we have to turn on the location of this device. So remember about these two parameters. Now let's move to the camera sounds. By using this button we can turn off the sounds of this camera and also turn them on by another tap. And now let's have a look at the grid line. By using this button we can turn on some helplines and another tap to turn them off. For now let me keep this turned on. Let's go back to the camera to see them. And as you can see here we have these grid lines. This is useful, for example, when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography or making experiments with composition. Also remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture, so when I take a photo and when I go here to the right corner at the bottom to the gallery, we can't see them. So they are only to help us taking better photos. Of course, when you don't need this, you can easily go back to the settings in the left corner and pick this button once again. Now let's have a look at the next one option, touch capture. By tapping on this we can decide if we want to turn this on at both cameras, front and back, or only on the front camera. So let me pick turn it on the both cameras and let's go back to the camera. When we have this we can take a picture anywhere at the screen we want to. So we don't have to use the shutter, we can just tap simply like that and it takes a picture automatically now. So this is really cool option. Now let's go back to the settings and let's pick the next one option, use volume key as. When we pick this, we can pick between shutter, volume or zoom. So this option allows us to control the volume keys which are here in standard usage. They control the volume with the device. And here in the camera, now let's pick for example the shutter. To show you how it works, let's go back to the camera and let me try to use them. And as you can see now, by tapping on them, I can easily take a picture. So this is really cool thing that we have this here. And now let's have a look at the picture settings. Here we can manage the sizes of the pictures in the back camera and front camera. So let me pick rear picture size. As you can see, we have the quality connected with aspect ratio. So we have two ratios, 4 and 3, which was now, and 16 and 9. And this is connected with different quality. I suggest you to keep this on the best possible, which is 12 megapixels to 4 and 3 and 8 megapixels to 16 and 9. To see the difference, let's change 4 and 3 to 16 and 9. And let's go back to the camera. As you can see, the background has changed to the longer one. So this is how it looks like. Let's go back to the settings. Let's pick again rear picture size and go back to 4 and 3 ratio. And this is the shorter one to remind you how it looks like. The same thing happens in the front picture size, but we have one difference, that the quality is lower. So let's go back again to the settings. Here we have also one extra thing with camera timer. When we pick this, we can also adjust the camera timer, so the delay of taking picture from 3 or 10 seconds. But here we can also have function with take multiple pictures. So we can pick if we want to have one picture every 3 seconds, or 2 pictures every 3 seconds, or 3 pictures every 3 seconds, or 10 of course. So let me show you how it works. Let's pick 3 seconds and maybe 2 pictures. So now we should have, when I take a picture, the countdown, the first one photo and the second one. So this is a really cool option. We can of course turn it off here. We don't have to move to the settings, but now let's go again here. And after managing all of this, sometimes we want to go back to auto settings and start again. We can do it by using this option, restore default settings. So when we pick this, all of this camera settings will be reset and okay. And that's all. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.